Hi everyone, my name is Kaylee and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Okay everybody, so it is currently February 12th, Saturday. I should have had this video made and uploaded like 4 hours ago, but here we are. Today's look is going to be like a little Valentine's Day kind of look, you know. But before we start, I'm going to bring you guys up close. There we go. Okay, so a few things before we start. For most of the video, I will be looking in this direction because my mirror's over here and I would like to see what I'm doing. I do tell these story times in a first person point of view. So if you don't like that, you can exit out of this video. And most of these story times are sent in by an anonymous person. Okay, did I just do my eyebrows off camera? Yes, I did. I know I've been able to do them on camera lately, but it's not gonna work, so let's get into it. Okay, story time about how my dad found out that I was a stripper. We love that for us, don't we? Wrong, we don't. So a little background information. I was a junior in college and I was 21 years old. And I go to a very expensive college. Actually, really expensive college. Not gonna lie, the only reason why I got to go to this college was because I got a scholarship. A very good scholarship. Now, being that I am going to such a good college, I feel like I have a lot to prove to everybody. Because I was always the straight A student and, you know, I was kind of held to very high standards because my brothers really never did anything with their lives, of course. So everything was put on to me. Well, with that being said, the little coffee shop job I had just was not cutting it anymore. Every time I would go out, I would find myself spending what felt like a ton of money, but in reality, $40 isn't a lot. I was just broke. But then I got what felt like the opportunity of a lifetime. We're gonna call this person my, quote, guardian angel, okay? Because this person saved me from a shit ton of debt and my future. So me and a couple of my friends were walking the one night to a local bar that we usually go to, and we run into this group of people. And that's where I met my, quote, guardian angel. Well, her and I really hit it off that night, and I pretty much told her about everything that was going on, including about how my life was really shit growing up. My parents were super strict, especially my dad. And then I told her that I was actually super broke and really had no money. She looked really surprised at first, as does everybody when I tell them this, because I carry myself a certain way. Like, this girl really thought that I was a trust fund baby or something. Sadly, I was not. And then she said to me, oh, well, can you dance? Now, I had took a few ballet classes when I was younger, so I'm like, yeah, I can freaking dance, you know, like, and she's like, no, I mean, do you know how to shake your ass? I was a little taken back, you know. I was like, I mean, yeah, like, I guess so. And then she's like, okay, well, you have a job. So at first, I am extremely skeptical. At first, I thought she was going to tell me that she's a prostitute and that I was going to be a prostitute also. But then she was telling me how she was a stripper. That kind of eased my, you know, how I was feeling a little bit. She also said that she makes more than enough money for all of her car payments, her rent, everything like that. And she was even able to take her and her boyfriend on a 2-month trip to Greece the year before. Girl. So at this point, I am way more interested than I was before. But I also had a strict ass dad, and I really had to think on this. Do I shake my ass for some money? And if I do, will my dad disown me? Probably, but yeah. But anyways, I decided to give it a shot and I started working at the strip club. But honestly, it was probably one of the best decisions I ever made. For the next 6 months, I was making literally bank from working at the strip club. Now, obviously, you know, I had bad nights and everything like that, but still, it couldn't compare to working at that shitty ass little coffee shop. And you know what? I actually eventually started to enjoy working there way more than I thought I would. Well, my 22nd birthday rolls around, and this is around when I thought my life was over pretty much. Yeah, we'll just say that. So this is whenever my strict ass family thought that they would come to my college and surprise me for my birthday. How sweet of them. I'm joking. It's actually fucking annoying. So it was my dad, my 2 brothers, and my mother, of course. So here's the issue. They came down a day early to surprise me, I guess. And boy, did I get a surprise. The hotel they were staying at was right across from the club. But you know what? not too bad, you know. Not like my strict God worshipping father was literally staying right across from where I worked. Well, the night before my birthday, I'm at the club. I'm about halfway done with my shift, in the middle of dancing all over a fucking pool, trying to make money. I have to fake an injury. Why do I have to fake an injury? Only because, you know, I look up and I see my father. Yeah, definitely not one of my best moments. So at this point, I literally want to run off the stage and just go curl up in a corner and die. But I think of a more realistic thing to do. Fake an injury. I start limping off the stage. Once I get off the stage, I tell Sadie that I need to go home. I'm not feeling my best. I really need to leave now. Well, you know, I thought she would be understanding, but she said, fine, after your walkthrough. Now, if you don't know what a walkthrough is whenever you pretty much go on the floor and you flirt with guys, you know, kind of just talk to them and stuff, just something like that. I don't know any of this stuff. I'm not a stripper, so forgive me if I say something wrong. Correct me down in the comments if you feel the need to. So at this point, I knew it was pretty much over. I really did need this job, so I wasn't about to just walk out. And I kid you not, once in the main room, it took them 20 seconds to realize that it was me walking around. And when they saw me, they just left. Like, they ran out of the place. They did not want to be there. And I was like, okay, like, what the fuck? I really thought I was in a dream because in reality, I thought my dad would have dragged me out of there and beat my ass and left me on the curb. But that's not what happened at all. So I'm kind of shook. Well, then the next day, I wake up to a knock on my door. And I definitely did not think it was my dad because I thought that he would never want to see me again, you know. His image of his perfect little angel was ruined. But of course, it was my whole family. They walked in, they gave me hugs, they wished me a happy birthday. Super sweet. The weird part was my dad and brothers were acting normal the whole entire time. Like, nothing ever happened. They didn't see anything, you know? They didn't walk in on me shaking some ass. So at that point, I was kind of thinking that I had a dream that it happened and it didn't really happen. I was starting to question myself. But also, I was kind of annoyed because my dad really hadn't said a word to me the whole entire time. So while we were sitting at my kitchen table, I decided to kind of make things more awkward because my mom had told me that they all got there last night. So I asked my dad, I was like, so what did you guys do last night? Yeah, I was that person. I was kind of annoyed because none of them would even look me in the eye. My mom answered the question for them. So eventually I waited until my mom left the room so that way I could approach the situation. But before I even said a word, my dad pulled out an envelope that had $2,500 in it. And he was like, here, this is for school and let's just forget about last night. He also ended up apologizing because he said that he didn't know how hard I was working to pay for school. But he was also really proud of me for trying to do it by myself. I was like, okay. Period. But then after that sweet moment, he was like, so, you're still planning on getting a job after school, right? Like, you know, you're not, this isn't a lifetime thing. And I was like, you know, so like, way to ruin a good moment, you know. But still, he was very accepting, so I have to be appreciative of that, you know. And on the other hand, my mother actually took it worse than he did. She was telling me about how all her other friends' daughters, you know, they work here instead of doing what I do, you know. She pretty much called me a whore every time she got the chance, so, you know, we love that for me. I mean, my dad would low-key put her in her place sometimes, but, like, it was ridiculous. Okay, everybody, that is the end of today's story time. If you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of me, maybe hit that subscribe button down below. And if you want to know when I post my next video, make sure to click that bell. Also, if you would like to send in your anonymous story time, make sure to click the link down below in the description. Love you guys.